I heard you want to convert numbers to words. Well, that's super simple. What about adding the currency? Again, piece of cake. Now in this video, I'm gonna show you the functions that I've built, and if you don't understand anything about VBA, don't stress out, because there is a link in the description. You can download the workbook and use it as is, like a normal Excel function, and I'm also gonna show you how to copy paste the code to your own workbooks. If you are a VBA geek and you might want to modify the function to suit your needs, there is another video, the link is also in the description. It will go through the code in a lot of detail so you can understand it and use it as you please. Let's go. Let's first start by understanding those functions and their limitations. So I have a set of numbers to test, and I'm gonna go here, number to words, that's the one. You double click on it, then you can type your number, or you can just select it from a cell. So for example, I select A2, close parenthesis, that's a 0. It's like a normal Excel function. So for example, I can drag it like this, or I can double click and get everything. And you see I have a lot of numbers to test. For example, here you have 1.7897, here is 1.05, you have even some big numbers. And if you see this one, it's number too big. Why? Well, my function goes up to quintillion. So for now, let's go to the currency one. We go here, and it's the same principle, but in this case, we have number to words currency. So we select this one. Again, we can type our number or select it from a cell, close parenthesis, press enter. So $0. And now we double click and notice some of the differences. So for example, this is $1.50. In the other one, it was 1.5. This one is $1.05 and so on. Now this one is giving you too many decimals. Why? Well, you have $1.78, but what do I do with 97? I cannot use it, so this is why you get kind of an error. You also have the number too big error that you can take care if you change the code. Now let's go and understand how we can copy paste the code. So you need to go to developer. If you don't see this tab, don't worry, just go to file and then search for options. For me, it's under more. So we have options, then we go to customize ribbon here, and we put a tick mark next to developer. So you put it like this, press OK, and you get it. Now we need to go to Visual Basic. So I'm just gonna click and you get the Visual Basic editor. If you look on the left side, I have 3 modules. Here you have one module with number to words. This is the function that we saw at the beginning. You also have another module with number to words currency. That's the second function with the currency. And finally, here you have a function 3-digit to words. This is a function that is used by both the other 2 functions. We don't need to go too much technical here. The only thing I need to show you is how to copy paste. So we need to go back to an Excel sheet, for example, this one, and we can use the shortcut Ctrl-N to create a new workbook. If you don't have this shortcut, for example, you are on Mac, what you can do is just go to File and have a new workbook. You have New here. Now this workbook is called Book 1. Let's go back to our Visual Basic editor. So here, Developer, Visual Basic, and you can see now we have 2 projects. We have the project with the macros, you can see here, and you have a new one, Book 1. So what you can do is go here, then you right click, Insert, Module. So now you have Module 1. Let's do the same. You can also do it from the VBA project, but make sure that you select the right one. So that's the second module. And let's do it again here, Module 3. And then we just go and copy paste. So here I selected the first one, Ctrl-A, Ctrl-C, and I go here to Module 1, double click, then you paste it. Let's do the same for the second one, so number to words, Ctrl-A, Ctrl-C, we go here and paste it, and the final one, we do the same operation. So I'm just gonna go double click and paste it. Now you can just close this, and if you go, let's do equal number to words, that's our new workbook, and then we can put 56.7, for example, close parenthesis, and you get it. Now you need to save your file as a macro enabled file. So File, then you go for Save As, and here you will select Excel macro enabled workbook, you give it a name, and now you have it in your own workbook.